what I did. What I did. So I thought, alright, well, let's sit here. And I started just watching some vidges. And I came across a vidya for lefty gunplay. So yeah, so I figured I'd go live real quick. And so lefty gunplay. It's Paul Wall. I mean it's the same goddamn, like the same song every single time. Yeah, you can rap, but if your rap is the same fucking crap every single strap, it's not that hard to do. You sit around and you write a bunch of different rhymes or they're written for you. But it's the same shit, different order. You switch up your flow a little bit, you do this and that. But it's just it's so embarrassingly stupid. Let the gunplay. I let the gun. Like, he's fucking nuts, dude. Who ever took this guy seriously? And just like all of them, you have to ask yourself, where are they getting all the tattoos from? Tattoos cost a lot of money. Matt, what's up, dude? Matt asked me to listen to some stuff of his. I hate when people do that, because I don't want to be mean, and I don't want to be like, unless you're doing something really great and different and you're just making the same Paul Wall song, and maybe you're not. I'm not saying that you are, and I'm gonna check it out, but I don't know. I don't think people necessarily want the honest feedback that they say they do, and I don't know. I know most people don't. Most people want you to like what they do. But like that lefty gunplay shit, like I don't know, I don't get it. Like what are you listening to? Like once you get past, okay, it's a cool beat. All right, he rides it a little bit, all right. But like how do you not give a shit about what's being said? That's the part that's so weird to me. It's just such dumb bullshit over and over again. Nothing matters at all. If you hear a lefty gunplay song, you will not be changed by it even a little bit. You will not think. You will not have any sort of experience mentally. Nothing. You just be like, all right. And I don't know, maybe I'm foolish. Maybe that doesn't happen. I'd like to believe that my shit gets you thinking at least a little bit. That'd be a 9-1. It's I don't know, it's so weird. So weird. I watch so many mediocre, like nothings, like people that will be no one in a few years. Will be just another person that you forgot about. You go, oh shit, yeah, I forgot they had that song. And again, it's like it fills the air. It's like it passes the time. And that's what so much music is anymore. It just fills the air. Like even the Tupac idea, Lassane Parish, would go like every other song. One song is pushing the gangsta narrative, and then the other song is like, oh, Brenda's got a baby. Nothing like Poe. I'll tell you, I hate that mainstream rap style. Chop it up, same old fucking flow every time. I'm not saying that's you again, I'm just saying. I want to experience. I maybe it's just me because of the narrative that I grew up with, right? I grew up with not just the hip hop side of things, the Dr. Dre, the Chronic being released. Like, this was my childhood. And granted, the Chronic is a bunch of nonsense, but it's still very, very good nonsense, It's done well. But I also grew up listening to music that was supposed to have meant something. Pink Floyd, The Doors. The Doors were my favorite band forever. And it wasn't until I got older that I started to be like, the Doors are kind of irritating because he just sounds like a whiny little bitch. Gotta be honest. And so much of the Doors, like, what the hell is he even talking about? It's so steeped in metaphor, the poets, the great, great poets. I just think it's strange how many people, like, there's actually a lot of people out there that are poets and make a decent whatever from it. And you just go, well, what the fuck? What are they doing? Their poetry sucks, doesn't rhyme, and it's the same old, my life is an empty chasm. I find myself looking at myself in the mirror, and the mirror has cracked. Like, it's just fucking goofy. I can't enjoy music anymore. I actually call it out. Yeah, it's strange. Like, I even find myself when I do like music, like, I have to make sure I don't actually listen. Because if I actually start to listen, it's fucking dumb. I can't tell you some, like, outside of, it always comes up, Eminem Revival. And, Eminem sneaks shit into his songs all the time. That's kind of poignant, but for the most part, I can't think of anybody that's actually said anything that I can remember. That like, they said some lyrics of some sort, and I was like, holy shit, that was just fucking awesome. I can't even think about that on the other side of things, on the white, rock music side of things. I can't think of anything where I'm impressed or shocked by it or something, it really does feel like it's all shit anymore. Like, but even, what am I talking about? Like, what is, what are Nirvana songs about? I don't know. In the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now, entertainers, acting stupid and contagious. Here we are now, entertainers, or entertain us. I'm a lotto, I'm a bino, mosquito. I'm a blah, blah, blah. Like, most of it you don't even know. It's fucking stupid. I mean, the Seahawks should win, but if they're pushing that Patriot, 2001, we needed the Patriots to win the Super Bowl bullshit, then there you go. Depends on what the script writers say, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I like to think that football isn't scripted because I would think it'd be so hard to do. But is it influenced? Do referees call shit one way or another when they need points to be, spreads to be had or whatever? Yeah, I don't know. I know they did that thing with the Lions last year where a shit ton of people would have won a bunch if the call didn't go through, but they broke with tradition and the call ended up going through and it went against the Lions and it prevented the this, that, and the other. And I know people were like, wow, look, see, it's all rigged, but it's like, no, that was actually the right call. He fucked up. He lined up incorrectly, so I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the police. Think about that song, Roxanne. It's one of many songs about a hooker. And like, okay, so do people only listen to it from a sonic perspective where they only listen to like the sounds that the lyrics could literally be anything? I don't know. It's funny how many songs you know the words to, but you don't actually know what the fuck it means. But Roxanne is a terribly stupid song. Don't worry, Roxanne the whore. I'll save you. You don't have to put on the red light. Come on, Roxanne. Let me take care of you. Let me pretty woman you. Because, I mean, again, who relates to that fantasy? Who's like, man, if I could only find a hooker that was really beautiful and funny and I could pull her out of that life and save her and, oh, well, I'll deal with all the herpes and shit. Because she has to have herpes. If she's a hooker, she has herpes and all kinds of shit. She just does. It's impossible for her not to. Therefore, you have it too. But, like, who thinks that's a good idea? Like, she's gonna ever be able to make love to you. Do you understand? Like, if you make pizzas all day at work, and then you come home and somebody's like, hey, can you make us a pizza? You're going to be like, fuck, I don't want to make a pizza. Even if you cook, if you're a cook at work, you don't want to cook. But if you think about like so many of the... I can't remember what the song was the other day. I was thinking about where the lyric is just so stupid. And you don't even think about it. It's just they needed a rhyme, so they made it. They forced it, and it's fucking stupid. And then there's so many songs where you think you know the words and you're wrong. You're wrong. Oh, Roxanne, put on the red lights. You don't have to put on the red lights. Captain Save-A-Ho. I can't say I'm happy for E40 because he got the Qdoba commercial or whatever. Choices. Yup. Nope. Yup. Nope. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Yep. Because the dumb friar's here. And he knows what's going on. I told you, it doesn't matter when I go live. They will be here. Man. Yeah, I look this place up one day. It's all just weird. It's all just weird. And we got about 10 minutes till my kid gets in the car, and then I'll obviously let you guys go, because that's my time with my kids. Snuggy J! What's going on? I thought it was Smuggy. Did you change it, or am I just seeing things? Lefty fucking gunplay, man. Thought I'd stop by and say hello. Well, hello, my friend partner. We're listening to Lefty gunplay. And maybe that's just it. Maybe I need a face tattoo. But as old as I am, I still think I'm too pretty to fucking graffiti this shit. Lefty gunplay is an ugly, ugly dude. And his body is so nasty. This dude walks around without his shit. He's got titties and shit. Jesus. Lefty gunplay. Why do they call you Lefty? Because I can't get right. Because I can't get right. Oh, he's so stupid. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Not one of these guys produces. Not one of these guys is prolific. Not one of these guys is anything but another cookie cutter fucking, blackface clown, but he's Latino face this time. Like, it's fucking, he says foo at the end of the sentence. All right, foo. Dumb shit is funny sometimes, but not in the real world sense. Like, it is funny. You can look at it and be like, that's funny. But that's not something you're going to just, groove to. You're going to set, you're going to, I don't know, man. It's just so stupid. And maybe if you're like a young kid, you're full of a bunch of testosterone and shit. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. I know I liked the streets. I thought the streets were great when I was in my early 20s. But I always say that, TBG music is for 26 and up. What do I know? It's weird. I just can't get it, man. And the reality is, I don't think it would matter. I think you have to be, you have to be chosen. And until you're chosen, it doesn't, chosen by the chosen, or Chai's grandpa, if he remembers live big cards, and he looked at me like I was talking about something bad. That's interesting. That's crazy. Yeah, the live big cards are a huge deal. It's just, it's like people will talk shit and be like, "What's your evidence? What's your evidence?" And then you show them evidence, and they just move to the next thing. Can you believe how many fucking fake profiles they make? Like, it's not even like it's one or two. It's just a ton of them. Fake profiles begging for attention, trying to disrupt. And you'll never see this shit anywhere else. It's the weirdest shit, man. And it's the validation, you know. If you're sitting here wondering how you know what you can believe, I'd start looking at the shit that you've never seen. You start seeing someone like me doing shit that, you know, you just don't see happen to anybody else. You don't see fucking... Yeah, we haven't actually had a bad sky day in a few days, I can say. At least that's what I seem to remember. I don't know. But it's just, look at this shit. 4 bot viewers, 2 real ones, and an active algorithm suppressing crazy shit. Yeah, it's definitely interesting, man. It's definitely interesting. It's weird to be on this side of it. The worst part is, like, you know, I'm way, way more successful than my numbers would lead. Because, what the fuck, I didn't hear that, damn it. Because, the effort it takes to do this, to actually, you know, obsess and focus on me and all that shit like they do. You know, this isn't, you don't see this anywhere else. And that, you know, that's something different going on. Like, and I can't show that to family and be like, no, look, there's this, because they're not going to see it. They can't measure it against anyone else because nobody else gets this shit. But it really doesn't take too much when you actually think about it. Oh, look, we have the psychosis comment because these dumbass friars can't help but out themselves. You just leave them here. You leave them talking, and they will out themselves. They are dumb Jews, pedophiles, you name it. They're going to out themselves. And this dumbass Jew just outed himself. They're too inbred and stupid to actually come up with their own shit. And they have a protocol, right? They have a protocol. So when you see them being, oh, this is a psychosis. How many times in real life do you ever hear somebody say that? Talking shit with your buddies or whatever, and they're like, man, you talking crazy. Psychosis. You don't hear anyone ever use that word in regular everyday life. And yet these guys do it all the time when they can't actually address anything. You know, again, it's up to you whether you see it or not. But this whole bullshit of calling people who don't agree with Jewish supremacy, saying that they have psychosis, that goes all the way back to their 1882 auto-emancipation pamphlet, where they literally put it in words that anybody who doesn't agree with Jewish supremacy has a psychosis, a disorder, and a irrational phobia. Like it's all there for you to see it. You know? It's so interesting how desperately stupid they are. And you know, notice how I said something about the psychosis and this guy gives a whole bunch of stupid answers. Not once did he deny being a pedophile, now did he? Because they don't. Because they're fucking disgusting piece of shit, metzitzia buffet, bottom of darkness pedophiles. They are fucking pedophiles. Cognitive, they refuse to believe anything they don't personally hold as their truth. It's not that. They know their shit's bullshit. That's why they fight the way they do. If they were any bit confident, then they would address things and they wouldn't fight like such cowards. But they're cowards. And they know that they will out themselves. Like this guy can't He can't sit here and deny being a pedophile because it'll lead to more and more questions that will out him as a pedophile. It's all really simple. Genocide supporting pedophiles. Who else is going to be here mad at what I'm doing while also obsessing over me day after day after day, week, month after month, year after year? Who's going to do that? Fucking Jewish pedophiles, man. It's all it ever is. Who else is going to be mad? Who else is going to try to fuck with the guy that thinks we should kill pedos and overthrow the Jews? Jewish pedophiles. Super simple. It's not some crazy conspiracy. It's not some, complicated math. Nothing. Look at it. Look. He had the opportunity to say something. First thing he says is some more dumb shit. Not, fuck you, dude. Don't call me a pedophile. I'm not a pedophile. I think all pedophiles should be killed. Doesn't say anything like that. Starts talking about how you've been talking about you for a long time. You're right. I've been talking about you pieces of shit for a very long time. And I'm extremely proud of my anti-Semitism. Because I know what words mean. And I'm very proud to be against supremacy. That don't agree with you. Okay. I don't give a fuck what a pedophile thinks. You pedophiles are disgusting. And, we are going to eliminate you. You will be, don't worry. Well, I'm glad I got this time. I was for you. I didn't expect you to be live this late, but I gotta pick up more some. Yeah, me too. I'll be bouncing here any minute now, so take it easy, man. Be good. Go get your free download. Go check out. We got a lot of new songs posted, so go check those shits out, man. In the pointless battle, right? It's a pointless battle. Yep. Again, pedophiles outing themselves. I'm just here to say stupid shit. I'll say all kinds of stupid shit, but to say the truth about something, well, I won't do that. But it's pointless to say the truth. So I just say dumb shit. Yep. Pedophiles, man. They're stupid. This inbred Jewish supremacy is just, it's embarrassing. How can such inbred fucking morons actually be in charge of things? How can they be in front of things? Now it's the projecting, yep. Same old secure community network tactics. So when they start outing you, then you say, you're projecting. Don't defend anything. Don't explain anything, right? Don't tell him he's wrong about anything, Israel, because he's not. But just do the projecting thing. You're projecting. Literally, it's the same fucking script every time. They are clowns. And I appreciate it. Notice how, I allow them to be here, right? As their God, I allow them to be here because they don't do anything negative. That's for damn sure. Everything they do it makes me look better. They walk into all the traps. And they're fucking stupid piece of shit pedophiles. So what do you expect? I'd say what the next thing he's going to say is, but it'll just make him change it. So, they're just dumbass. Yep, King of the Jews. Yep, that's me. Because, if I was Jewish, I would hide it for some stupid reason. Me being Jewish and breaking free from the Jewish programming of my family and all this, that wouldn't make my argument stronger. No, I'm going to hide it. And then these pedos are going to expose me. I love how they're basically not acknowledging that calling them pedos and calling out their Jewish shit, it bothers them. That's why they try to throw it back on me, because it bothers them so much. Anyway, kids coming more important than you. Pedophiles, kill yourself, especially you Israeli piece of shit. What's up, dude?